I had survived a domestic abuse situation. I was married to a man who was verbally abusive towards me and physically at times. Unfortunately, the result of my domestic abuse had left me without any identity whatsoever. So I went through a time to heal beyond survival. I went through the 8 weeks, and every week God just slowly ministered to my heart. I felt like every single session He had handwritten just for me at that time. And He slowly but surely began to heal my broken heart. And the reason I am who I am today is because of the ministry of A Time to Heal Beyond Survival and God's work through that ministry in my heart.
Shame just came upon me as pretty much a toddler. Around the age of 3 or 4, I was sexually assaulted by a teenager that was living in the home that I was at. I just remember for years I lived with flashbacks from that, and I told somebody in my house, my mom, and she said that couldn't have happened and that I seriously needed help. I remember feeling prompted to take out a picture of myself. There's always this picture I love of myself. It's like I'm 3 or something, and I'm this little blonde, curly-headed girl, and I just wanted to look at her because I knew it was around the time that happened. And I just kept saying, I'm so sorry, and I was just crying, and Sue said, Emily, that little girl is you. And that's just the moment that like everything came together. Like the past was gone. I was like sitting here for the first time, just fully present and in myself and healed. It really was my time to receive like a very specific touch from God, and seriously a miracle.
I am a survivor of sex trafficking. I was sold 3 times at the age of 9, 13, and 16. When I was left, when I was 9 years old, in the brothel, when my mother left me in the room, and literally that I didn't know was I was sold for the first time, and I have a customer, it was a grown man, a shoemaker. I was trafficking 6 or 7 times a day. And I had never spoke to the abortion. By the age 16, I haven't had 3 abortions. Not that I chose, it was done to me. I feel rejected, not wanted. So I actually was invited by my pastor's wife to take the training. And I took the training, and I just knew it. This is something that I want to do. Through that training, I got myself healing in a lot of different areas too. It's a great ministry. It helped me. I would definitely encourage to take the class. It is a journey, but it will take you to a place when you can find healing.
Well, I grew up in an alcoholic home. My parents had a very dysfunctional relationship, very codependent, a lot of arguing, very little emotional support growing up. So, it was very easy to form my own ideas of who I was. I formed this idea that I wasn't enough, that I wasn't worthy, I wasn't loved. When I first walked in, it was such a warm atmosphere, such a welcoming and loving atmosphere. I soon realized that this was a very different ministry, a very different way of looking at things, and no, I didn't have to dig to find healing. That's when my healing began. I felt seen and I felt heard. So yeah, it definitely changed my life.